To my right, we have a BMW 320i F30, and to my left, we have a BMW 320i E90. This version is supposed to be a whole world of a difference better than this version. But is it? Today, we're gonna find out. I really don't want to spend too much time talking about the exteriors and the interiors and the designs of these, because this is newer. It's obviously going to look more modern. The interior is obviously going to be freshly updated, and there's many other reviews on those, so go check those out if you want to talk about all of that. We're going to talk mainly today about the drives and the engines and just how much better the new one drives than the old one. So we're going to begin by speaking about their engines. The engine on the BMW 320i F30. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, but this engine is different from the E90 because it has turbochargers, or one turbocharger that's a twin scroll actually. This engine makes 135 kilowatts or 180 brake horsepower and 270 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 100 on this guy is claimed at a little bit under 8 seconds, at around 7.6 seconds, and the top speed is claimed at 235 kilometers per hour. And obviously this one is auto, but the 320i's for the F30, they have the updated gearbox. So this one is an 8-speed ZF, which is fantastic. The E90, this also has a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, but this one is naturally aspirated. You don't have any turbochargers or anything like that. This one makes 120 kilowatt or 160 brake horsepower, that's 20 less than the F30, and 210 Newton meters, which is 60 less than the 270 in the F30. I'm starting off by driving the E90 because it was born first in life, so we're starting from biggest to smallest. Now, I don't want to really talk about the exteriors on them too much because, well, E90 is older than F30, so obviously it's going to look older. But this is all about personal preference. Like, I personally think this specific car in this specific spec looks better in that specific car in that specific spec. If you understood what I said there. Also on the interiors, obviously the F30 is more updated, so it's going to have newer switches, newer buttons, a new layout. So it's up to you. But they're both good. Space-wise on the cars, the F30 is a bigger car overall, so it's going to have more space than the E90. But that is a good thing and a bad thing, because it's more spacious, but that means it's a bigger car. A 3 Series is supposed to be kind of a little bit smaller car, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just discuss how the E90 is to drive as opposed to the F30. Because in all these reviews say this tech is new, this looks are new. Just the drive, how they make you feel. Now the E90, in a nutshell, it's a bit harder than the F30. It's a bit more, well, not difficult to drive, it's just it requires a little bit more effort. Because the E90 has hydraulic power steering and the F30 has electronic power steering. Now hydraulic power steering is, well, it's a bit harder basically. It's not as easy to turn, you can't just turn it with one finger. But personally, I prefer that because when you want to drive more spiritedly, you get more feedback when you're driving nicely. On the F30, you get less feedback and it's easy to drive. It feels good also. But the E90, I feel, just drives a bit more fun in that way. This is how I feel about the sound the BMW E90 makes. And this is how I feel about the sound of the BMW F30. Right, now we are in the F30. Immediately, as I said, it's much more softer, it's much more comfortable. The steering is a lot lighter, the interior is refreshed. It's more spacious in here overall. But to drive, I think I prefer the E90. That's my personal preference though. Don't think that I'm saying it's better. I'm not saying that. This car is improved in many ways from the E90. This car is lighter on fuel and it's faster as well. This car also feels lighter on its toes than the E90. This car weighs around 1,420 kilograms and that car weighs around 1,475. So it's a good 40-50 kgs lighter than the E90. And I don't know if it's just that or perhaps the steering, but it really feels lighter when you're driving it. So which one's better? The F30 is newer than the E90. It's a refreshed version, so it's supposed to be much better. And again, in many ways, it is better. It's been improved. But as a car to drive, I wouldn't necessarily say it's better Different indeed, it's very different. If you drove these two side by side like I just have, they feel almost like completely different cars. Both of them not bad at all. Let's drag race these two side by side and just see how much faster the F30 is than the E90. Okay, so we are going to kind of drag race the E90 and the F30. I'm driving the E90, as you can see. It's a bit bumpy, and my dad's driving the F30. Now, we know the F30 is going to win, okay? That's a given. But the question is, by how much? Now, that has an 8-speed ZF auto, and well, it's automatic, and this is a 6-speed manual that has a little bit more power, a little bit more torque, and this one is not as powerful. And that car weighs about 40 or 50 kgs less. So I wonder by how much that car is going to beat us. We're going to do 2 races. The first one we're going to race from about 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, and then we're going to press them and drive up to about 120, 130. We'll see where the mood takes us. And then the next one, I think we'll start at a lower speed and then just drive. So let's see how it goes. My dad's going to be in that car laughing, just watch, because he knows he's going to win. He just wants to feel nice. I'm going to go 3 times. Right, we are both flooring it. And there he goes. Whoa, that's a big difference. I'm on 18. Whoa, that
oh my god, that
gone.
thing is beastly.
Look at that.
Oh my.
It's gone. That's 110, 120.
He's slowing down.
I think so, but I think we're catching him. Oh no, he's slowing down. Damn. That was just, oh. There was no competition there.
Yeah,
it absolutely destroyed this thing.
Your dad's laughing.
Yeah, he's probably enjoying himself. See, the GoPro is sticking nicely. And I'm just gonna, yes! Okay, we're gonna turn here.
The GoPro finally got you. He's laughing. He's laughing.
He's laughing.
That smirk on his face.
Okay, we're gonna stop here. Let's see if we can catch him now. Okay, and I'm there we go.
Ah, God, he's gone again.
And there he goes. My foot is on the floor and it's just absolutely annihilating us. Look at that!
It's gone.
Okay, over the speed limit, and it's still just pulling away.
He's braking.
I'm just gonna keep on pressing so we can fly past him just for fun. There we go, that felt nice. Okay, so that was no competition. We got absolutely annihilated. That wasn't funny. No, I thought we'd at least keep up with him a little bit. It just destroyed us.
Very close. Very close.
So there you have it. The F30 is faster than the E90, which was no surprise. That whooped us. Wow. But at least we got to drive manual. Look at him laughing. Look at him. To end of this video, I'd just like to say that I prefer the E90 to drive. That could be just me. You might not agree with me. But I like it more because I feel it's more rewarding to drive. It's more joyous to drive.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. Goodbye!